Hi, guys.
Welcome, everybody. Happy Pokemon Day.
Pokemon Day.
Yes. We have the Pokemon Presents, which we haven't had one for like a year.
Has it been that long
Has
since
it
they
been
came
that long?
out with the Zero,
Wow.
the Z,
Za.
Pokemon Za. Yeah. There hasn't been much information since the last one, last Pokemon Day. So
Nope.
hopefully with a year we get a lot more on that. And I don't know, whatever other new things they have coming for things like, you know, Unite, Masters, any other games they want to do.
Yeah.
I think last time there was a big surprise. People were expecting like things related to like Black and White or like some other games, and then
What
they brought
if they do
Za.
an expansion
They brought out the
for
Za.
Pokemon Snap? Yeah.
Snap, maybe. There's
I
been
think
crazy
that
things.
remake did well. The Pokemon Snap one, huh? They could do another one. That'd be cool.
I had fun with
exactly,
that.
right?
That's one of the ones I finished.
Yeah.
They may also announce more like animes or shows or things too. They've announced Pokemon. I think they showed Horizon stuff, Concierge and stuff during these kind of
I
things.
want to get
as well.
season 2 of Concierge,
Yeah.
baby.
Concierge.
I want to get my
is the cute-
relaxation on.
And Melanie, I've started Horizons now, so Horizon's been really good. I've really been liking it,
Yep.
so I don't want to get spoiled, but I'm excited for more of that as well.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, what if spoilers do come out?
Then you turn away and we'll watch.
Yeah, we'll close
We'll
our eyes and they
cover
can see
our
what it
ears
is.
like this.
They'll be like, "Oh my God, look at that!" And I'm like, "No." So, and then I don't know what are they gonna do after Scarlet and Violet? You know, like the main core games.
Mm-hmm.
We've had Legends Arceus, we have Legends Za, but
Mhm.
you know, what's the next generation of Pokemon? You know,
Yeah.
On the Switch too, right?
probably yeah, because
Yeah.
there's another Nintendo like Direct on April for like Switch 2 stuff. So whatever they work on probably will go to that, or be like one of those split where it comes out on both kind of things.
Sure.
They do that
I
a lot.
getcha. Yeah. Yeah,
So.
I'm sure the...
60 seconds.
Oh, we're so close.
We are very
happened to
close.
this?
But it's
Done.
not doing a countdown. It just says 60 seconds. And
It goes
that's
from
it.
10, I think, right?
We're watching a YouTube premiere.
Radio B.
And if you guys have been watching Pokemon Indigo or Orange Islands with us, there may be a little lapse in the early access with it, but YouTube should be good. And me and the kids are working on catching up on that. So just so you guys know.
And don't eat bouncy bacon. No.
Bouncy bacon.
Oh, you didn't watch that video that I directed
got-
people to, Melanie?
That's probably why they got sick.
That was Colson's look in that video was the most guilty kid look I've seen in a while.
Real quickly, Obi, what are you most looking forward to with Pokemon? Chasing Pokemon on the
Yeah,
TV
he
screen?
just wants to see the things run around.
He wants to chase a Pokemon.
Jancy, it lied. It's not 60 seconds. Now it says premiere shortly.
Hey.
I would love for them to take the Switch. Shoot, I'd like all the older Pokemon games available on all the aspects of the Switch.
Ooh, yeah.
Virtual retro. I forget what they call it, but where you can play the SNES, the NES, the Game Boy, and all that.
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to get all the Pokemon games onto those kind of things. Even like they've done Pokemon Snap for N64 and some of those too, but I'd like more of those. More.
Rookie has a good point. Obi would like new horse Pokemon.
Oh, I agree, Opie. I want a whole horsey team.
Yeah. I think you could do that. Are there 6 horse Pokemon at this point?
Oh, yeah.
There's got to be.
Right? Because
I mean, I
we
can
have
think of
Paldea,
4 off the
we
top
have
of my head.
Mudsdale, we have Rapidash, we have,
Ponyta.
well, I wouldn't do Ponyta. I would do
No,
Rapidash.
do Ponyta.
No, man. Galarian
Yes,
Ponyta
What's the,
is sweet as hell. Oh.
Calyrex.
Hear noises.
Yep, we got that coming. That YouTube premiere sound. And
Now
now
it's
we have
60
less
seconds.
than a minute.
Jeez.
They lied.
Am I hearing the music twice?
Last year and bad. Right? Last year?
If you don't talk in the mic, no one can hear you.
Last year?
I do hear it twice, but
Spectrier and Glacier.
Wait.
Unless the beat's just weird.
Aaron, are you hearing the music twice?
Yeah, there was 2 YouTubes opened.
Okay, gotcha.
It's good.
All right, with plenty of time
15
to spare.
seconds, 14, 13.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's getting
All right.
trippy.
What we gonna get? Obi, you ready, buddy? Let's do it.
Here.
No one said twice music, Flynn.
Flynn's excitement. He's just watching the TV waiting.
Do you see Pikachu? Are you watching Dad's? Okay.
I would like that monitor, please.
Zap it.
It's like, this dang thing's not working.
It even has an antenna. Sure.
Hello everyone, I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today,
Let's turn off those
February
subs.
27, is Pokemon Day.
Yeah.
This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games
Green.
were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series.
Pokemon Red was my first game.
It's been 29 years since the birth
Wow.
of Pokemon,
Next year's 30?
Wow.
Jeez, I
and
feel
we've
so
reached
old.
this milestone through the support of all you trainers around the world. Thanks to all of you, it's now possible to enjoy Pokemon each day in a variety of ways.
Heck, you can enjoy it at night when you sleep.
We hope
Yeah.
to keep bringing you new experiences
Brush your
to
teeth.
brighten
Brush your
your day-to-day lives with Pokemon. In today's broadcast, we'll be sharing all the latest news about Pokemon, including our newest titles. Please enjoy the presentation.
Oh.
Concierge.
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 Pokemon Concierge. Taking place at the Pokemon Resort on a tropical island, the story follows Haru, who is still finding her
Okay.
feet as a new concierge,
texture.
and Psyduck as they grow together through their interactions with
Oh,
the
I hope it's
resort's
more
Pokemon
episodes.
guests. Its charm lies in the warm visuals
It
that
was
can
very
be
good.
achieved only
It was
through
very short.
stop-motion animation. And new episodes of Pokemon
Yay.
Concierge
September.
are in
September.
production.
Continue the
Psyduck
This
filth.
year.
September 2025. What sort of Pokemon will Haru and Psyduck welcome as guests next?
If you haven't seen our
Take a
reactions,
first
they're on the
look at
channel
all
right now.
of the
Aw,
Pokemon they will
yay.
meet in this motion test footage.
Felty.
Just look at the personality and how
Oh
they move.
my
Dude, these look great.
Oh yeah, the
But
stop
yeah,
motion's so good.
For a limited time, the first 4 episodes are available to watch on Pokemon's official YouTube channel for free. Please take this chance to watch them if you haven't been
You can
able
just watch
to
them on
tune into
YouTube for free,
Pokemon
that's cool.
Concierge yet. And we hope you look forward to the new episodes as well.
I hope it's not just 4 more.
Mhm.
I want more.
Hello everyone, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. Next, we have a number of other announcements to share with you.
Alrighty.
Pika.
In
Ah,
Pokemon
Pikachu,
Go,
get out of the-
Pokemon Go Tour Unova Global
Okay.
will take place on March 1st and March 2nd. This event can be enjoyed at no cost from anywhere in the world where Pokemon Go is available.
Oh, anywhere.
During the
Yeah.
event, the
Thanks.
legendary Pokemon Black Kyurem and White Kyurem will appear
What is
in
it
raid
about that
battles
Pokemon
and
Go theme that
elsewhere.
hits you?
Also, trainers will soon have
Something
a chance
about
to
it.
encounter Victini and Shiny Meloetta. We'll also share promo codes for everyone to enjoy. We hope you're looking forward to the new season
Man,
2.
I haven't
Didn't
played
they used to
Pokemon
have,
Go
like-
in a while.
Didn't they used to have like one location that everyone would go to?
They usually
for
have like an
that?
event location, but then there'd be like other things you can do in the world. Ooh,
Pokefest.
what's with Magma and Aqua? What's going on here?
Kyogre?
Oh, Masters.
Masters.
Shiny Primal.
Yeah, even the Rayquaza, that was the black Rayquaza.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Food!
What's that Eevee spoon? Is that an Eevee spoon? Oh, cafe.
I love these presents because it just reminds me of all the various
Yeah.
Pokemon things I haven't tried out.
Yeah.
It's like there's so much.
Mm-hmm. Play Coco, Melanie.
They're in their sweet outfit,
They're so cute.
or sweets outfit.
I like
Sweet.
the animation style.
Do they
Yeah.
have plushies of them yet?
Oh,
Oh
dark
my
type
God.
Pokemon.
Is this for sleep?
Thanks.
Yes. Nightmare.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, impressive.
Banish the nightmare.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Wait, so what is it for?
For
Was
sleep.
that for the sleep app?
Pokemon Sleep.
Yeah.
Now we're going to Unite.
Man, I've fallen
This
out of
is
playing this as
rapid
much
fire.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Is he wearing a gi? Oh, that's a
Sweet. Alolan Raichu.
Raichu.
Oh, I love Alolan Raichu. I caught mine in Hawaii.
I wonder if he leaves like his ice cream everywhere and slips and pools.
Joining the fray in 2025. March, April, and soon.
Remote Stadium will be returning to ranked matches.
Ah.
Enjoy intense battles in the unforgettable Remote Stadium. A new type of battle is also arriving, called First to 500.
Huh.
In it, a new feature called Eos technology allows you to gain special effects when you score a certain number
So this
of
is like
points.
rapid
Plus,
fire of
look
all the
forward to
mobile
an
stuff,
updated
right?
map with updated wild Pokemon. The win condition is simple. Be the first to score
Aaron, do you
500
play all of
points.
these?
I have them all, but I don't regularly play them all. There's just so many things.
So much.
I
yeah.
wonder if Alchemy's gonna play like Blissey. That could be
Got
a
a
lot
pack.
of fun.
Maybe.
Trading
Yeah,
cards.
trading card game.
Yeah, this one just came out not too long ago.
Yeah.
To
A lot
replace
of people have
the
been
other.
playing it. It doesn't necessarily replace it, but it's meant to be like it's all like you can do it. You can get 2 packs every day for free, and then you
Yeah.
can build up your collection and stuff.
And it doesn't
That's cool.
play the same as like
Yeah.
your
Oh.
standard card game.
As opposed to the other one
okay.
is like you buy packs in real life, and then you can
Yeah.
play in that. Like it's a little different. It's meant to be a little bit more
Pocket
open
size.
for everybody, I guess.
Sure. Bong says, I have so many friends that got into the trade carding game because of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So like
I
it
mean,
may be
you
like
can-
a transitional thing, huh?
You don't have to buy cards in real life at all. You just can
Yeah.
do it on here, and you can
Sure.
always get every day some packs. You know.
Yeah.
Do they have different like sets than the physical cards, or are they?
I don't know what the one they just announced.
Yeah, the Apex, something Apex.
Whoa. Oh no, I'm scared.
This is your worst nightmare.
Okay, no, I see this guy. We're good. Oh, that's an epic
That's
card.
a
What is
card.
this?
Yeah. I
doesn't even show
immediately
you.
want it.
There's 2. They're like card gods. What's going on?
X. What are we doing?
X. Lucario EX card.
Mega.
That's the most hype promo for a card I've ever seen.
Ooh, another
Bam!
one. Gardevoir.
Gardevoir.
So what's Mega?
They have megas? Yeah. Why?
Sheesh.
That's
It's
insane.
gotta- So they're bringing megas to that, but it must be because of Za, right? Because Za's bringing back megas.
I was
Wait,
hoping
are
that
they?
if they did Mega,
Gonna get
then they
some
would do
Megas,
like the 4 where you
Next,
take them and build
Allow me to
the
share
whole
some news
Pokemon
about
again.
the Pokemon video game series.
No, that was a different thing.
I
In
know,
the
but
Pokemon Scarlet
it
and
would be
Pokemon
Mega.
Violet
Oh,
series,
Pokemon
we're
Scarlet and
celebrating
Violet.
Pokemon Day with a Rotom phone case giveaway.
Okay.
Okay.
Along with a
cover.
mass outbreak event and other in-game events to come.
I need
Red,
to
green, blue
reopen that
color.
game.
A mighty Meowscarada, Skeledirge, and Quaquaval will appear in a series of Terra Raid battle events.
I haven't played this game in so long.
The
I
And
lava.
even more Pokemon are
fun.
planned to appear in the future.
didn't realize they kept it
We hope you
going.
continue to
They're
enjoy
keeping it
Pokemon
alive.
So,
Scarlet
is it
and Pokemon Violet
terrestrialized?
games.
Yeah. That's terrestrialized Tyranitar.
Okay. Oh,
Next,
sorry, we're Scarlet
please have a
Violet. I
look
was
at this
thinking
video.
Go. My bad. That makes more sense. Had a Pikachu on the
A Game
board.
Boy.
Dude, I love those Game Boys.
Old
I had a
school plug-in.
bright green one.
Don't unplug it while you're transferring Pokemon, though.
I had a friend who
Oh,
lost a
God.
Charizard in that. He's like, he's stuck in the cable. No.
It's so sad.
The
Game
Advance.
Boy Advance.
Is this what you want, Aaron? Maybe they're bringing it
I'm
on the
hoping
Switch?
they're showing these, yeah, and they're gonna put them all on the virtual
Did
console.
you see the
like,
Wii?
I mean, they're showing
Yeah.
DS though, and they haven't
Be
put
cool.
DS on Switch's
Yeah.
virtual console because it's 2 screens, you know.
They are going throughout the generations.
Yep. Wii U, Switch. Wait, everything gonna be on the phone now? Is that why it's...
Or maybe this is them showing the phone games too.
Oh. Oh.
Switch.
They're battling from their phone to the Switch.
Yeah,
Cool.
cross-platform.
What is
what they're-
going
is that what they're
on?
doing?
That's neat, but
And sweating all over the place. Jeez. Gee, that's so extra.
So crazy. Yeah, how cool would that be? Like, standing there next to Pokemon.
It would be cool, but it's not representative of the gameplay experience.
Ooh, Mega Charizard.
I mean, this
Terrestrialized.
seems like a Pokemon Stadium.
It's so cool to have Mega
type
and
of thing.
Terrestrialization
Yeah.
against each other.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It could be a Stadium
Oh,
or Coliseum
wow.
kind of thing.
Pokemon
Champions.
Champions. Yeah, look at
Oh.
those.
Yeah.
Cross-platform,
It's an app.
mobile, and Switch.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Hmm.
We'll see
Does
what
that
that's
mean you
gonna
can
be.
take any Pokemon from any of your games, though?
Well,
That's
that's how the
dreaming
gyms, the
big.
the
Is the
stadiums and
world's
Coliseums
first
were.
glimpse of a new
Yeah.
title,
So you can take your Pokemon into there.
This title will be focused on the Pokemon battles you know and love from core Pokemon games. Pokemon Champions will continue the tradition of pitting your skills against those of other trainers from around the world, but this time we're aiming for these core-style battles to be enjoyed by more players than ever before. Game Freak, the developer of the core games, is carrying out the planning for this project, while
Okay.
development is being handled by the Pokemon Works. And Pokemon Champions will be coming not only to the Nintendo Switch family of systems, but to mobile devices too. You'll be able to choose how you want to play based on where you are.
I mean, that's cool.
What's more,
Yeah.
you can
Ooh.
also
Oh,
connect
cool,
with Pokemon
okay.
Home. Thanks to this connectivity, you won't be limited to using Pokemon you can partner up with in Pokemon Champions. You'll be able to team up with Pokemon who joined you on your adventures in previous Pokemon games. We hope you're looking forward to battling Pokemon trainers from all corners of the world.
So that's gonna be
Stay
Switch,
tuned
Switch
for
2.
future announcements
Yeah.
regarding the launch
Right.
date of Pokemon
iPhone
Champions.
and Android.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we'd
And
like
you
to
can
share
connect it
some
all into Home, which is
information
great.
about the languages Pokemon series games
And
will
Home
be
is like a
available.
monthly
Sister
subscription?
Tomás
Is that right?
Cortijo, please take it away.
The what?
Home is a monthly
Saludos a
subscription.
todos desde la nueva
I
oficina
think you can
de
pay yearly.
Pokémon en
It's
la
pretty. It's
hermosa
not
Ciudad
too
de México.
crazy.
Soy Tomás Cortijo, director regional para Latinoamérica de The Pokémon Company International. El día de hoy estoy muy feliz de
It's a
anunciarles
thick logo,
que
huh? Is that
Pokémon
meant to be a
Champions
wrestling belt?
estará disponible en
Looks
español
like it, yeah.
latinoamericano
Oh, yeah,
nice.
that
el
makes
día de su
sense.
lanzamiento. De igual forma, además de los 9 idiomas que los entrenadores y entrenadoras pueden elegir, Leyendas Pokémon ZA
Ah, Latin.
tendrá también la
Nice.
opción de jugarse en
Awesome.
español
Okay.
latinoamericano. Esto significa que de aquí en adelante habrá 10 idiomas disponibles para jugar.
10 languages.
Finalmente, como ya anunciamos con anterioridad,
Just
las
more people
futuras
can play.
expansiones
Yeah.
del famoso juego de cartas coleccionables de Pokémon estarán también disponibles en español de Latinoamérica. Localizar productos como Leyendas Pokémon ZA al español latinoamericano permitirá
Yeah,
que millones de
localization
nuevos
is
fans se unan a la comunidad
worth
global
so
de
much.
Pokémon y se conecten con otros jugadores de formas nunca antes vistas.
Yeah,
Como
you can break
parte
into new
de
markets.
The Pokémon Company Group, este es un claro ejemplo de nuestra misión de unir al mundo a través de Pokémon. Saber que los fans disfrutan aún más de jugar Pokémon en su idioma local nos permite explorar nuevas formas para deleitar a los jugadores de diferentes regiones y mercados como Latinoamérica. Este es un momento increíble para ser fan de Pokémon, sin importar en qué parte del mundo te encuentres, por lo que no puedo esperar para unirme a todos ustedes en sus próximas aventuras. Nos vemos pronto.
That's so worth it.
Finally,
No, I think it's great.
here's the latest
10
update
languages.
on Pokemon Legends
This is what I'm
ZA.
waiting.
ZA.
Yeah. You get a date?
I wonder if they'll show us the starters.
Does not reflect
Because
actual
that was a
gameplay
big
experience.
speculation when they showed it last year of like,
Yeah.
what starters will we get?
Oh,
Yeah.
true. If it's a
Because
whole new generation.
they'll pull 3 from any of the generations,
From
probably
different
like they did
generations.
Arceus.
Do we know
All
what
right, we
city
got the
it's
city.
based on?
Which what?
Which city it was based on?
Lumios from X and Y,
Okay. All right.
which is like
We have
based
good
in
diversity
Paris.
Hmm, Europe then?
Chikorita, Tapping,
Alright.
and Totodile.
Yeah. That sounds
Oh, I love Tipping.
Oh, it's so cute though. I always go water, but I like this plant one.
I love Totodile. I wonder what their final evolutions will be. Oh, that's neat. Okay.
good. So you could do rooftop jumping.
Wait, what?
Dude, they use the
Assassin's
Rotom
Creed, baby.
to glide a little bit.
I'm gonna chase some Pidgeys up on those roofs. I love the more dynamic battle system for these games.
Mega evolutions.
Yep.
And we already saw Mega Lucario in a card, so
We did.
Yep, true. Wait, will Pyroar have one?
I mean, they could give any new ones.
True. He does not look happy.
Whoa.
Wait, who was that? That was like Flay Bebe's evolution.
It was Flay
All
Bebe,
right.
but the colors were different.
The colors were
Zah.
different, and the flower was not underneath it. He was floating with the flower above him.
It's Flay Bebe's
Pokemon
evolution
Legends
Floette,
ZA
whatever.
is
Oh,
a new
yeah.
title in the Pokemon series. The story takes place in Lumio City, the largest city in the Kalos region. Prism Tower stands tall at the center of this city of beautiful vistas. These days, Lumios is undergoing a high-tech urban redevelopment plan
Whoa.
to turn it into a city that people and Pokemon truly share.
All right, so you probably helped develop that.
After you arrive in Lumio City to see the sights, you'll meet 3 Pokemon, one of which will become your first partner. Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile.
Chikorita.
Interesting, there's
You'll choose
Two
one of
Gen
these
2s.
Pokemon to
Yeah,
accompany
it is
you on a
interesting.
new journey
Feels like you're
as
leaving
you
someone
get
out
to
when you do
know
that.
Lumio City and its inhabitants. Here are some of the colorful characters you'll encounter. When you arrive in Lumios, you'll meet a new friend and ally, either Urbane or Tawny. The hotel where you'll be staying is run by AZ.
So tall.
You'll also meet his partner, Floette.
AZ?
Lumios'
Zah?
redevelopment
Eternal
is being
flower?
managed by Quasartico Inc. You'll become acquainted with the company's CEO Jet and her secretary Vinny.
That's
The
a tall
different
dude.
people you
Yeah.
meet will make your
Dude,
time
that-
in Lumios all the richer.
you have to play X and Y.
To help people and Pokemon coexist, the city has set up wild zones. These
Okay,
areas,
gotcha.
Located throughout Lumios.
I was
give
gonna
wild
wonder, like, how are you gonna do wild
habitats where
Pokemon? Are they
can
just on the
thrive.
streets? But they are. But
So you don't
To
exit
catch
the
one of
city
these
then?
wild Pokemon,
yeah, it's
aim
all in the
carefully.
city this
Got it.
time.
Then
It's not
throw a
open world.
Pokeball.
It doesn't. Well,
I mean,
it
it
is, but
is.
in a city.
The
If you're having
city's
a hard time
huge.
catching one, have one of your Pokemon use its moves to weaken the target, making it
Looks a
easier
lot
to
like
catch.
Arceus.
Yeah, I love that system.
This game offers a style of Pokemon battling not seen in previous titles.
Okay.
Moves can have a longer or shorter reach, or different
Oh,
areas of the map,
cool.
so choose your timing and positioning carefully to gain the upper hand.
That's cool.
Cool.
Lead your partner Pokemon through battles and dodge incoming attacks. Swap Pokemon
Still
if you
follow-
need to
that's
and
neat.
find the
Okay.
right
Yeah,
moment
it's so
to
cool.
unleash a move.
So you
What's more,
actually dodge.
Certain Pokemon can go beyond
So you probably
evolution
can't
by
turn off the
undergoing Mega Evolution.
He's sweet.
effects. The fighting effects.
When a trainer's keystone resonates with the Megastone held by their Pokemon, the Pokemon will do more than just change shape. It'll unlock a new level of power, turning the tide of battle in its favor.
Of Kangaskhan's like, get out of the
As
pouch,
Lumios
baby.
continues its transformation into a city that belongs to both people and Pokemon, who knows what kinds of encounters and experiences will await you.
What's that?
Pokemon Legends
It
ZA,
looked like a bug.
coming late
It looked
2025.
like sludge. Like
Huh.
green ooze.
Oh.
Ta-dam.
Wait,
That looked like
What was
the
that?
Paris City Eiffel Tower, right?
Pokemon Legends ZA is scheduled to release in late 2025. We hope everybody can wait just a little longer for their adventures in Lumios City to begin. That concludes our announcements for today. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.
hmm.
Pika.
Get like it's over. Get out of here.
Go, go.
He's so excited for
Yeah.
us.
All right.
Just dark now? Okay. But we got
Hmm.
Concierge coming back here in September.
Yeah, we do. The Concierge is a nice
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. I would imagine another set of 4 episodes. Those are
Yeah.
stop motion is so difficult to do in a speedy manner.
Yeah. But that's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. I thought the first season was a fun story. I like the connections with the characters and Pokemon and everything. But also though the announcement for Champions I thought was interesting. Which it looks like a Coliseum stadium kind of game. So the older ones used to just be like it was like when the older games especially weren't as cool to look at in the battle. You know what I mean? They made Stadium and Champion that you could transfer your Pokemon into, and then it was a little bit more dynamic of watching a Pokemon battle, as opposed to just like, here's a sprite that kind of moves a little bit, and then that one takes damage, you know?
But
Yeah, I love doing that. I love being able to see my Pokemon in like that third dimension.
Sure.
But
But
really
like,
felt like you were transferring.
like Scarlet and Violet is already so far into that.
Yeah.
I wonder what this will have more of that really makes it like, oh, this is focused on battling. Like,
And
what more does it look
what
like?
type of fight style is it? Because you have all those different fight styles. You can pull them from Pokemon Go, Scarlet, like all
So-
the.
So the combat will probably be much more like kind of like Scarlet and Violet with like the turns and what moves and everything you pick.
Okay.
But the Pokemon Go, when you pull them from that, you'll probably give them more moves than just
Yeah.
the 2 that they have and stuff like
They'd
that.
have to fill in some values.
Yeah.
Now, I guess it's kind of
Probably.
like an official version of Pokemon Showdown where you can have competing gimmicks against each other, because that doesn't happen often, right?
You mean as far as like having like they showed Mega and
Yeah.
Terastallization?
Yeah, at the same time.
Um,
Like I've seen that in unofficial stuff, but I don't think it gets
I mean,
done.
we
much.
didn't have a lot of that back with the earlier, I don't think, stadiums and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like there wasn't Z moves that came from the Alola region. There wasn't Mega Evolutions that I think came from X and Y.
Yeah.
So having that, can you bring in Sword and Shield and have Gigantamax?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Like
I could see something like that.
I'm curious to see one if you have to pick like if you have to pick one of those,
Yeah.
or could you pull in like they showed Scarlet and Violet and they showed Go.
Yeah.
So you might only have what Scarlet and Violet and maybe Zob, but with Home you could have pulled a lot of things from all kinds of stuff. So I don't know if like could you have one Pokemon on your team that can Gigantamax, one Pokemon that can Mega Evolve, and one that can Terastallize, or are you limited to one of those things? So
I mean, there's got to be a reason why they showed all the old games too, right?
Yeah, they did kind of like that's what I'm kind of maybe
Yeah.
reading into it. They felt like, hey, every generation,
Yeah.
bring what you got. You know,
Well,
I don't
all
know.
of those can be transferred into Home, right?
I felt
So-
like it also could be well, yes and no. A lot of it's kind of cut off now because of connections to like the DS online services and stuff too. So not everything can be transferred into Home anymore. There was like a time limit that you had. So
Gotcha.
you can't bring every generation into it. I thought it was showing more of an evolution of battling with friends, where like you had to connect with
Yeah.
the cable to do it. You could do it on the DS. You could do it online. Now you can
makes
do it like this. you know?
Cross-platform.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So, like, depending on what they do, like, it could be a really weird meta change-up. Like,
Yeah.
if the VGC implemented champions versus just, like, you only battle in Scarlet Violet, this could really change up how dynamic of teams you can make because you have to account for Mega Evolutions, for Terastallizing, for, like, all these different things that, Scarlet and Violet didn't have all this stuff.
Yeah.
And usually, back with VGC, if you had Sword and Shield, you just had Gigantamax. You didn't have Z moves anymore. Same thing with the Alola region. So it'd be interesting to see once it comes out, like what all it really can do.
Yeah.
But I do like that you can also do it from your phone. With the idea of Home, like Home you can access from like your Switch, from your phone. So like you could just pull what Pokemon you want, maybe make your team up on your phone and then battle on that. But I'm also curious on if it's going to be a side game or if it's going to be like, like you could release it as like you go and you buy this game, or it could be something that you can download and it supplements so that you can't, if you don't play Pokemon Go, if you don't play Scarlet Violet, you don't have Pokemon to battle in champions.
Yeah.
So it might be more of a vessel even to have fun battles, encouraging you to go and play the other games and buy those so that you can make teams.
True.
and
So
stuff.
then you can get all the Pokemon. Now, I don't know if this question is because I have bad PTSD from, like losing my Pokemon or forgetting that I transferred my Pokemon to here or there. So if you have Pokemon Home, can you like transfer your Pokemon onto like the app for Pokemon Champions? Is it gone? Is it only in Pokemon Champions now, or can you still access it from home to put it somewhere else?
For Champions, I'm not sure what route they'll go with. For like the Pokemon Go, Pokemon Go is a one-way. You can only put them in home.
Yeah.
You can't put them from home back into Go.
Okay.
Scarlet and Violet, you can swap back and forth. So if you take them from home and put them in Scarlet Violet, they're in Scarlet and Violet, but you can take them from Scarlet and Violet and put them back into home as well.
Okay.
Some people use home to try to collect all the Pokemon and have like a living dex over on home so that they're not in a game anywhere specific. But
Because
it really just depends. They could
can
do it either way.
disappear like that.
But it also might just be like home might be your hub to connect into Champions what Pokemon, because Champions didn't show a link to Scarlet and Violet. It showed a connection to home. So it looks like you might need home. You transfer your Pokemon into there, and then that's where you pull from to make your teams maybe.
And it doesn't like make a second copy to go to your other games. It's that Pokemon that leaves forever and always, and
Yeah, but
never
the
have
nice
it
thing,
again.
The nice thing with home is that you could, especially now, like you can't do with a lot of the older generations unless they put them all into like the virtual console where there's a new access point for it. But home is a way that like, well, I've stopped kind of playing this game, but I can pull all my Pokemon from, Gen 9, and when Gen 10 comes out, I can transfer Pokemon from Gen 9 into my Gen 10 game and still keep some of my favorite team members or something,
Okay.
So like you were able to do those kind of things too. But we'll have to see when we get more information on it. Did it say 2025 for Champions? I didn't write down the time for it. I don't know if
I missed it.
I don't think it gave a year for
Yeah.
Champions.
okay. But ZA they did. They at least said it was later this year.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
But not a month.
they're probably waiting for. I'm assuming later this year is going to be like holiday, probably like November.
That's usually about the time that they release, right?
But probably looking at when the Switch 2 comes out, I'm assuming that will be a later this year thing.
Oh, so then
October,
you can get like a
November?
Yeah.
Pokemon version of
Maybe.
that
Well-
Switch 2.
Probably, but they'll probably, when Zelda games, right? Was it Breath of the Wild that came out on the Wii U and the Switch? But they kind of waited till the Switch was coming out to kind of like launch it and let
Sure.
it be on both. They might do that where it's like, hey, because they kept saying about like family of Switch, the Switch family and stuff too. So
And that way you don't have to buy two different copies of the game in case you want to just upgrade to the
That's
Switch
smart.
too.
So that's probably what they're gonna do is maybe have like Pokemon ZA be launching with the Switch 2 or something along those lines.
I'd imagine, yeah.
But can you imagine what that Switch is going to look like? Because they've always had some pretty cool skins for the Switches for
Oh, you mean
different
like a
things.
Pokemon specific one?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they probably have it themed around ZA if they did.
Yeah,
Which
exact-
we got to see a lot more of ZA. What'd you guys
Yeah,
think of that?
That was the main thing that I enjoyed from this Presents. The Arceus game, Arceus Legends, was just such a awesome switch up for me. I'm not saying that the normal Pokemon series has grown stale, but I just needed something, an extra oomph, and I felt like that one gave it to me with having a much more dynamic battle system where you feel like you're a lot more. There's no separation between world and battle. You know, I love that so much, and it felt like they're really embracing it here.
And you
With the new
dodge.
Pokemon battle system.
Yeah, the dodging's weird. I don't know if I'm going to like it
I
because
wonder-
it's so like interactive.
I wonder if that means you can't turn off the battle effects.
Exactly.
That was me. I
Sure.
turn them off. I don't like to see
Yeah.
my Pokemon
Which
getting hit and hurt.
I think
you know?
that's good for like the conventional series, but
Yeah.
this is a different thing. It's
Yeah.
not trying to match that.
So I
It's
wonder
wanting to
if,
give you a different experience.
I wonder if like the dodge capability and stuff means you have to sit there through it.
Yeah.
Sure. Like the Arceus game had where your character had to dodge to avoid from attacks, but
Yeah.
the idea of being able to pull your Pokemon to avoid an attack, which
Yeah.
is also really cool because like I love when you get to watch the anime and they're like Pikachu dodge.
Yeah.
Like that's not an option when you're playing the game. There's just the idea of the RNG of like maybe it misses, But this is like no, not just maybe they miss you. Maybe
Yeah.
you move and
control
like you
it,
can
yeah.
actually
But
have a little more.
Also, with the Pokeball, it's the Arceus Pokeball, like actual targeting. Like
yeah, like you're
I have to aim. I'm so lazy. I don't want to aim, especially on the Switch. Like it's not going to go well, Aaron.
No, it's great. It plays really well. I love it. The transition between like running around in Scarlet and then you go into battle. Like I love the seamless feel of like I find a Pokemon. I'm just like when they switched out from Onyx to and whoever else it was. Like I mean, it was just right there in the middle of the battle.
Yeah.
It was just I just like that seamless like flow of the combat.
I
It's just
will
really
enjoy
cool.
watching you play it, Aaron.
Well, good.
Good. I don't have
I mean,
to play.
that's the point of Pokemon having so much stuff. If you're going to find something that is to your preference.
Yeah,
you know?
this is true.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything about the brushing the teeth app this time, though.
No, not
like,
this
no.
time. They're done with that. That one's already done.
Not
It's already-
everything
But they
is
did
for everyone,
sleep.
but if you're interested in Pokemon,
They
you're
did
going to find
Pokemon
something you
Sleep.
like.
We're fighting the nightmares.
Yeah, having sleep update was interesting, and also Unite and some of the other stuff too.
Like, how do we fight the
I-
nightmares, Eric? Have you actually done Pokemon Sleep?
No, not interested.
Like, it actually looked like you were battling.
It's just I think the other Pokemon that can show up.
Yeah, I
there's
think
no battle with
Cressula
it.
was battling on our
Um,
behalf.
It's the idea of the dream and the nightmares kind of battling while you're sleeping, I think, too. And, like, you could find Cresselia or you could find
Well,
Darkrai
I
showing
wonder
up.
if it's more of like, okay, so while you're actually in the REM state and like you're twitching and stuff, that's when the bad Pokemon show up. But whenever you get really good deep sleep and you're not moving anywhere, that's how you defeat the bad Pokemon.
No, it's not that deep.
Okay.
I've played it. It's not as deep as that. I am curious on their decision for the starters because last time we had
I kind of greatly dislike it.
oh really?
Well, I don't know why we have 2 Gen 2s and 1 Gen 5. Why not just have it from separate, you know?
Who's the Gen 5?
Tepig is from Gen 5.
Oh, okay.
He's from
Yeah.
Black and White. The other 2 are from Gen 2 with the Johto region of
Yeah.
Gold and Silver. I don't know why, but the thing I'm interested on is like a lot of people don't like Chikorita,
Yeah.
and also Chikorita
Those people are lame. I'm
And-
sorry. You're all lame.
and for Alligator, I think.
Yeah.
I think Gen 2 was only single typing.
Sure.
I don't think they had any dual typings in their
Yeah.
final evolution. So in Arceus, by the time you got to your final evolution, they were different. They were new typings. You know,
Yeah.
Rowlet instead of being a ghost grass was fighting.
Yeah, and we had Cyndaquil as like that ghost
Yeah,
fire,
Cyndaquil was a
right?
ghost fire
Yeah, so
Pokemon
we've
by
already
the end
had
of it.
Cyndaquil in this series. My thing is just like why the other 2 as the
So
starters in this
I'm
one,
wondering
you know?
if the Pokemon that they did pick were like the least favorites, so this is like their second chance. Because I don't remember Tepig being that popular. Like, same thing. Cyndaquil was huge, but Maglob.
Quilava?
No, you're a guy.
Typhlosion? Oh,
No,
Chikorita?
Chikorita.
I'm like, what are you
Chikorita.
talking about?
Chikorita wasn't big. Tepig wasn't big, and who's the other one? Totodile.
Totodile?
Totodile, I thought was pretty popular, but maybe he wasn't that.
I'll just be curious to see what their final evolutions are like, and I assume they're gonna have
Yep.
megas, but I think Meganium already had a mega
That's who
evolution.
I was thinking of.
I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering that. But I mean, they'll get mega evolutions and new typings, I assume, which will change them up. And I don't know. If you pick Gen 4, I think everyone loved Gen 4. Like, I think this is a way to kind of like put some new life into maybe some Pokemon that maybe aren't picked as much.
Yeah, exactly.
understand.
That's what I was saying.
So I loved Rowlet. You know,
It's like their
Rowlet's one of my
second
favorites.
chance.
Sure. So I get the idea of like, man, 2 Gen 2s, but
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, I'm always gonna be like, well, where's Bulbasaur?
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. But I'm hoping the megas and some of that kind of stuff is interesting and different.
And whatever their possible that evolution could be, because that gives them the opportunity to go into another type, which is always fun.
Man, okay. Sorry, I'm having some. In the middle of that, I was thinking about something, and then I had it's been a long time since I played X and Y,
Sure.
and I had like a flash to something, and I'm like, I think that's what this is. So I just
Okay.
had a moment of something I wrote down.
Of the
that
green ooze?
I also no, I don't know what the green ooze is.
Oh. I don't know what the green ooze is. I need to know what the
But,
green ooze is.
I don't. Have any of you guys played X and Y before?
I think I
yes.
did, right? That was
I don't
one of
believe
the
I
last
finished
few
it, but
that
I played it.
Okay. It has some interesting story beats. I just haven't played it in
Yeah.
a long time, so I might need to try to play that before I get back to ZA later this year. Then, but
Sure.
the story for that is pretty interesting, and like the legendaries in it have a very different like dynamic than just like Gen 3 had land and the sea, and
Yeah.
they're combating with each other, but the legendaries in X and Y have much more of like a life death kind of feel about them and like the way the story plays out. So it'd be interesting to see what what they do with
Sure,
that.
yeah. If it was going to make me enjoy this version of this game more, then yeah, maybe I'll play that.
I don't know. I don't know if it's good because like there was something I saw in here immediately that I was like, oh, that's probably related to this.
Yeah.
But I don't know how the story is going to play out. Where it's like, is it cool to play not knowing anything, and like maybe there's like a cool reveal within that, or is it cool to have like any ideas of like where because X and Y is going to be after this. This is like Arceus where it's beforehand. So
yeah,
it would be. I don't know. It'd be interesting.
Also, we don't have an explanation for the Floette. Like, why is Floette blue and white instead of, like, what's going on with all the rest of these Pokemon?
Oh, yeah. Well, that was one of my revelations that I had. You said the Floette? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That I think it's related to some stuff in X and Y that I had forgotten. And then, like, in the middle of talking, I was like, oh, that was this, I think.
Gotcha.
Also, Pong saying about Green Ooze was in Alola. I think I remember what that is, and now I do know what that is now.
Gotcha.
It's not a bug though, Jancy.
No bug.
But I've watched all of Sun and Moon. Is that in Sun and Moon?
I haven't watched Sun and Moon, so I don't know.
Damn.
I've only played it, and I've only watched some of Horizons and what we've watched so far of like Ash's Journey, and I am at the farthest that I've watched of Ash's Journey now. Yeah. So
What if the Green Ooze is like Mother, like from TMNT, like, and it changes and mutates all the other Pokemon? So like it has a symbiotic relationship.
No.
Kind of.
But there's an element of that that's kind of right. I think.
Does the guy being named AZ have anything to do with ZA?
If he looks in the mirror, yes.
Probably, yeah. And the Z also has to do, I think, with there's another Pokemon called Zygarde that I think is a big component of this. That people were expecting when X and Y came out to have a Z game, and then they didn't end up doing the Z game. And I think this is gonna. The Alola game, Sun and Moon, had some ties to that.
Sure.
A little bit, but not a lot. And then I think this is going to also be giving more on what they didn't do in those. So, but yeah, I think playing through X and Y is probably a good idea.
Sure. Now it seems like we have a focus on just the city environment, whereas Arceus had these various regions that you could go to, and it was much more like in the wild. I'm just interested to see like how they're developing that core gameplay, because it seems like the story here is we're developing the city as you play along, So I wonder if it's going to be kind of I don't know, like Assassin's Creed 2, where you're like developing that small villa into like a bigger city,
Sure.
Something like that.
It might be.
And that's how you explore the region, is you literally build new stuff out.
Like some of the wild areas might change or something like that and become less of wild areas or something.
Maybe.
I did think it was neat that the statues reminded me of the little sprites they had for monsters in the first Pokemon game.
Yeah.
That's what they looked
cool.
like a lot of. And they kind of, I think some of those statues were also in like the gyms.
Yeah.
But Lumio City in X and Y is big, but you really couldn't go in a lot of places in it,
Sure.
So it's cool to be able to like, now you can really explore. You couldn't really go to the rooftops. Like the Rotom phone in this looked like you could kind of like use it to glide a little bit.
Yeah,
Whereas like
an extra jump.
Yeah, and Scarlet and Violet, like it catches you when you jump off a cliff and it stops you from like landing hard. But this looks like you can kind of use that same little bit of a mechanic to kind of float in the air a little bit.
And I'm sure that'll progress throughout the game as you get new
cool.
Pokemon mounts and stuff again. So eventually you'll be flying on a flying type Pokemon over the homes and roofs and stuff. But it'll probably have a progression of that,
Yeah, possibly.
I think just it's telling us that the Rotom is going to be very critical to this game. We're going to see a lot more play with the Rotom.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
And that we aren't going to have the motorized Pokemon this time because we don't need it if we have the Rotom that's able to do everything for us.
It's somewhere back in the past, but not as far as Arceus. In Arceus, you had other Pokemon you still used. But we have a Rotom phone still, right?
So this is the past?
It
Even though the
Before
Rotom...
X and Y or after?
This should be before X and Y, because you're building and developing Lumio
You're building
City.
the city that is in that game.
I don't know how far back it is, but like Arceus was Legends. It was before
It was super early.
the Sinnoh region, I think, Gen 4.
They had wooden Pokeballs, yeah.
Yeah, like that was like way far back.
Yeah.
In this one, I don't think we're going as far back.
Do you think you're a time traveler again?
Someone in chat says it takes place after X and Y, but
Oh, after, sweet.
I don't know. I don't know.
Sure.
It could be, but I was thinking it's going to be before with some of the stuff they have, so I don't know.
I guess I'm also just extrapolating that from Pokemon, the first version.
Sure,
of this
having
game
legends and
being,
stuff, too.
being a literal time traveler
Well,
into the ancient
Yeah, because
times.
we have the whole wild zone, right? So we separated the Pokemon away from the wild
City,
Pokemon
yeah.
away.
Yeah.
So I thought this was a more developed city versus we are developing.
Like in
the
X and
city.
Y, I didn't feel like we had the wild zones and that kind of stuff. And Lumiose, I thought was already kind of built up, so I thought that we were like developing it.
Hey, a
But-
city can always be bigger.
So yeah, maybe.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I need to go through X and Y again maybe and refresh some thoughts on some story beats. But if it is going to be definitely after X and Y, then
Sure.
you probably should make sure you play X and Y before then.
hmm
So
Is it on Switch?
X and Y was
Yeah.
on the DS.
Oh.
It is not on the Switch.
Mhm.
There, I don't think there's any DS Pokemon games on the
Yeah.
Switch.
Wait, is that my planting berry game?
Yes, you stopped playing because you found the berry farm and
That's
you
true. I did a lot of
and
that.
you got to Lumio City. The
Yes.
next route, I think, or a route after, had the berry farm, and then that's as
Yes.
far as you got.
No, I went after because then I had to keep collecting more berries to come back, but then it got annoying to keep coming back. So, but creating the perfect mulch, Aaron, that's where the importance was.
Melanie got sidetracked with the farming sim.
Yes,
She
exactly.
does that, or there's like
The
the
cuteness contest.
contests and all those things she falls into, and then I'm like, "Did you finish the game?" She goes, "I'm playing the game." That's what this is. So.
You get a lot more playtime that way, Aaron. Jeez.
But all right, I don't know if I have too much else then right now. Did you guys have any other thoughts of anything, or
No, sir.
Nope.
okay?
Just want it to get here.
Concierge is coming soon,
Yeah.
though.
That was September, I think, right?
Yes.
So, but yeah, maybe I'll try to play through X and Y again on the channel. And I still need to play Black and White, but I don't feel like I need to play it as soon as I need to play X and Y right now. So,
Sure.
maybe I'll
Well,
do
yeah,
that.
now.
Yeah, especially. But yeah, otherwise I don't have too much else. We're gonna get some more stuff coming back to the channel with the Indigo Orange Islands, whatever's going on with that. And then Horizons is going on now. And then yeah, I'll have I want to do some more Pokemon gameplay stuff, especially with ZA coming out. But we haven't. I don't think we've nailed down if we're having another kind of race battle thing yet. But when we do, guys, we will let you know.
I either want to do something like that, or I'm interested in doing some type of fan game or something would be fun. I've seen like Pokemon fusions and stuff. I
Sure,
might be
yeah.
interested in just doing that on the channel.
There's a lot of fan games.
Yeah.
So,
So if you guys let me know, like, what's your favorite fan game? That could be fun.
all right. Well, if that's it, guys, I think that I think that it was cool. I was excited to see some ZA stuff, and I hope you guys have a good Pokemon day. Make sure you log into your games and grab all the cool little extras and stuff that are out
Yep.
this at least today. I
Yes,
don't know how long
happy
they're out.
Pokemon Day!
Happy Pokemon Day.
And feel your Pokemality on Pokemon Day because when else should you feel it?
Bye, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.